All right, what is going on, everybody? Just fix that. But anyway, guys, what's going on, everybody? This is Gents back here again, and today we got to talk about this Packers Seahawks game. Really, really good football game. This was a game that the Packers were dominating a little bit. They controlled the line of scrimmage. Devontae Adams was pretty much uncoverable all day, all night long. But like I said before, in the playoffs, home field advantage is very, very key. And you felt that the crowd, you felt the electricity through the air. You felt that just this crowd giving the players a lot of energy and playing their best. The offense executed very smoothly in the first half, including a little bit in the second half. You saw it swindle away a little bit, definitely when the Seahawks started to pick up momentum a little bit. But overall wise, just a really, really good game, I would say, by the Green Bay Packers, holding off the Seahawks. Because one thing about the Seattle Seahawks, they don't quit. This is a team that continues to fight through a lot of adversity, and they almost came back, right? They almost came back, of course, but Green Bay, they fought through it. Even when a lot of tough times were going their way, the defense made plays offensively. There was some clutch throws, including towards the end when Aaron Rodgers made that clutch throw to Jimmy Graham to pick up the third down, which pretty much sealed the game right there. Um, you know, and Preston Smith, I believe it was Preston Smith who had a key sack on Russell Wilson, which ultimately gave the ball away, which, again, the offense sealed the game. So Preston Smith made a huge play there. But you saw Green Bay's best defenders. You saw Preston Smith make plays. You saw Kenny Clark, who is the best nose tackle in all of football. But you saw Kenny Clark. You saw Zadarius Smith. You saw Blake Martinez, Jair Alexander. You saw these guys step up in big time moments, and that's what it's all about. Um, on the offensive side of the ball for the Seattle Seahawks, again, these guys start off pretty slow, in my opinion. They didn't really pick things up. I mean, at one point, these guys were down 10-28, but they came back. They came back. They fought a lot through adversity. And again, Russell Wilson, I mean, he was pretty much scrambling for his life. I mean, pretty much that's what Russell Wilson's been doing for his entire career, is literally just scrambling for his life. But he was able to make plays in and out of the pocket. He was able to avoid a lot of tacklers in there. But at the end of the day, Russell Wilson just couldn't get the he just couldn't get the job done. The offensive line did not hold up for him. The running game was pretty much non-existent. It's been non-existent for the last 3 to 4 weeks, ever since you saw Chris Carson go down. You saw Rashad Penny. You saw their three backs go down. And even though you brought in Marshawn Lynch and then Holmes, you brought those guys in, still the offensive line did not help Marshawn Lynch and did not help Holmes out at all. I mean, the offensive line completely got dominated by this Packers defensive front. And the Packers front's really good. They're really, really good. But you're talking about the last 3 to 4 weeks now that this Seahawks offensive line they haven't helped out their running backs. They just haven't helped it out. No matter who's carrying the ball, they haven't helped them out when they're literally getting hit in the backfield almost every single carry that they have. But but yeah, the running game was a huge reason why they lost this game. It was for the most part the passing game, and Lockett, he made some plays out there. You saw Metcalf made some plays. There were some critical drops on some critical drives that they really needed these drives. But overall, it was just Russell Wilson scrambling for his life. He made, again, when the opportunities were there, for the most part, he capitalized off the opportunities that Green Bay gave him in coverage. But it just wasn't enough. I think being down that much, being down 10-28, it's just a lot. And especially for Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks, they don't have the best personnel on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, for the most part, they've been on the field almost the entire time during the game. And even they don't have, I mean, they got a lot of banged up players on the defensive side of the ball as well. So it's just a game where being down that much, especially when you're in Lambeau Field, even though you almost put it off, it's just when you're in that position, especially in a game that that gets you to the next round of the playoffs, it's just not a good feeling. But still, if you're a Seahawks fan, you gotta look at the upside of your team. You guys fought back. You guys didn't quit. You didn't get blown out in this game, and you got to be proud of Russell Wilson and just the overall effort of your football team. You guys fought until the end, but overall wise, I just think that Green Bay was the better team. And a huge reason why was because their running game was just better. Besides that, it was pretty much an equal game. The front line for Green Bay is just better in my opinion with Kenny Clark up there. Kenny Clark is such a beast. But yeah, I do feel like Green Bay and San Francisco, those are the two best teams that we've seen so far, and it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a lot better than what happened in November when Green Bay lost 37-8 in I almost called it Candlestick Park, but I forgot what their new stadium is called, but in San Francisco. So yeah, don't think it's going to be 37-8. I think, again, these two know each other a lot more. I think that Matt LaFleur definitely has a lot more tape on these guys on San Francisco, and I think that they're going to come in there a lot more prepared than they did when they faced them the first time. I definitely think this is going to be a more competitive game. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think that this is going to be a low-scoring game. I think this might be a 17-14, maybe a 20-17 type of contest. I think that this is going to be low-scoring where the team that makes the least amount of mistakes are going to win this game. I mean, pretty much that's all said for the playoffs. But man, these two teams with the defenses that they have, it literally is all about execution. Which offense can execute the most? And whoever does that is going to win the game. So can't wait for San Francisco or Green Bay. We also got Tennessee and Kansas City. 2 games. Really should be good games there next week. And I'm just really excited. I can't wait for that. So, hey, guys, that's all I got for this video. If you guys like the video, hit the like button. Share the video. Hit the subscribe button. Notification bell as well. Really helps out the channel a lot. And, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. So, anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys later. This is Gen 716. I'm out. Peace.